back to another edition of Down by the Turtle, little post-batting practice conversation with Ethan Wilson. Ethan, how are we doing today?
Good, feeling great.
So, Friday night of the Binghamton series, on Thursday night, you had a big 3-run home run. Early in the game, kind of got the offense going. How'd the home run feel for you?
It felt good. It felt really good. Homers are tough to come by, so anytime you hit a home run, it feels great. But I've been struggling the last few weeks, so, last night I felt like I figured a couple of things out, so just looking to roll with it.
And you mentioned that you were struggling the last couple of weeks. What kind of things were you working on, whether it be with Coach Tyler Henson down in the cage or just yourself pregame to try and snap out of that dry spell a little bit?
Yeah, we play a lot of games, and, throughout the year you're going to scuffle a little bit, but just, showing up every day, putting the work in, staying consistent, and swinging at good pitches has been my biggest thing. I have a tendency to chase, so just, having a plan and, executing the plan.
Baseball is a game, I feel like, of peaks and valleys, and you're a guy, at least from watching this year, that, when you're down in those valleys, it doesn't seem to last for very long. So what's been that key to, you have a bad game, you have a bad couple of games, to just snap back out of it really quickly?
Yeah, like I said before, it's just, realizing how many games we play, and you got to be willing to accept failure and move on from it. So I just try to show up every day like it's the first game of the season, and, whatever happens, and just put the work in, and everything else will take care of itself.
North of 50 games into the season so far. Obviously, throw the record aside, this team is still playing some really good baseball, especially offensively, best offense across the Eastern League. What's been your assessment of this group and this group of hitters that you've had a chance to work with now for over 50 games?
Yeah, they're the best. The guys, we show up every day with Henny, and we want to work. He has to tell us to get out of the cage because that's where we want to be. So, the win-loss thing is a different story. I think, as long as we keep doing what we do and putting up runs, then the wins will start to take care of itself.
You're back for another year in Reading. Spent a little bit of time here last year, but really your first extended time here starting the season in Reading. Just what's been your impression of the town, the community so far through your time here?
Yeah, I love it. I love this ballpark. Obviously, it's an older one, and, that's kind of what makes it fun. The atmosphere is a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to, it's summer now, so we'll have a lot more people come out to the games. But, obviously it's a great place to hit, so no complaints there.
Good place to hit. Summertime means the ball's certainly going to be flying. But you flash back to March a little bit. You had a time to spend some time with the Phillies, hit a grand slam in spring training too. So just talk about that experience to play with the big club, play in front of a quote-unquote major league crowd down in Clearwater.
Yeah, it was awesome. I love spring training. I love being down in South Florida. It's only about 5.5 hours from my hometown, so my family gets to come down and watch me play. So it's always a blessing to be there and to play with the major league team. And at the end of the day, that's where we're all trying to get. So just trying to make a good impression on the guys up there.
Any guys in particular that you latched on to try and get some advice from?
No one really. I talk to D Hall a lot. He's a really good friend of mine, and he gives me some really good advice on hitting and just staying consistent. But yeah, they're all really fun to talk to. They all are very level-headed and are willing to help us younger guys understand the process and what it takes to get up there.
As we kind of wrap things up here, you begin to look ahead. A little less than 100 games left this season. What kind of goals do you have set out for yourself moving forward?
Obviously to just reach the next level. But honestly, my goals are to just show up every day with, the same mentality, whether I'm doing good or doing bad. I think last year I had a really rough year, and a lot of that was because of, if I was playing good, I was a really good teammate, a really good player. But if I was playing bad, it was the total opposite. So this year I'm trying to just remain consistent, and I know that the results will take care of itself.
Well, it's certainly been a consistent season for Ethan Wilson so far. Really appreciate you joining us for another edition here down at the Turtle. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.